and try to pass on more specifics as we get it here, just around the vicinity of Austin East High School.
Okay, thanks, Pete.
Check back in a few minutes.
Yeah, we appreciate you continuing to fly and keep us up to date on the situation there. We should note, Knox County Sheriff's Office also flying. We had, for a period of time there, wondered whether that implied that they were searching for somebody. But I did get off the phone with the spokesperson for the Knox County Sheriff's Office. They say that they believe the scene is secure and that there is no active search for anyone. Rather, that helicopter is flying simply as added support to crews who are on the ground. So just another measure of security, eyes from above, being able to watch this situation. We are learning from the superintendent of Knox County Schools that the situation is secure and that students who were not involved have been reunited with their families. So that would explain why we're not seeing a lot of activity at that reunification site. When Pete Michaels was showing us the site from the air, didn't look like there was much activity there. It would make sense now that we're hearing from the superintendent of schools that all students have been reunified with their families, except for the students who may have been involved. And that's kind of one of those phrases that makes you stop and say, what are we implying with that statement? The superintendent basically insinuating in that tweet that there may have been students involved in this situation, whether directly or indirectly. Did they see something? Were they in the area when something happened? Were they directly involved? So that's one of the big questions leading into this afternoon that we have yet to answer, is exactly who else was involved besides this Knoxville police officer who we know is a UT Medical Center being treated for injuries. He is considered one of multiple people shot in some sort of situation that unfolded outside of Austin East High School this afternoon. And we're watching Gwendolyn Ducree off camera there, walking towards the scene to speak with folks in the area. So we're going to give her a few minutes to kind of continue to work that angle as we learn more about this situation. She said that there were initially, as she arrived on scene, at least one person kind of running towards the school, crying, visibly upset and emotional. And it's not hard to understand why. This is a school that has been plagued by violence this school year. We've had 5 shootings involving Austin East High School students in the last year. I believe at least 4 of them deadly. So this is becoming a situation that this community, this neighborhood is absolutely fed up with, concerned about, alarmed over. We see Gwen there talking to officers who have been holding down a checkpoint for the last 45 minutes or so on this scene. She works to learn a little bit more. Off in the distance, we see that ambulance there. Further on down the street, there was a fire truck there that has since left. We've seen a lot of cruisers coming in and out of the scene. But if you're just joining us, here is what we know at this hour. A Knoxville police officer has been shot, is among multiple gunshot victims after some sort of shooting situation unfolded at Austin East High School. This is a magnet school plagued by violence. That officer, UT Medical Center now getting treatment. It is unclear the extent of that officer's injuries or whether this was an officer responding to the scene or an officer who works security for the school. This is the information that we are still trying to get from authorities. We do expect there to be a news conference shortly. We also know that the vice mayor of Knoxville asking for prayers, essentially, as she headed towards the scene to get a handle on exactly what's been going on there. We have Pete Michaels, who is flying from the air watching this. It largely looks like a secure scene, and that's the information that we're getting from the Knox County Sheriff's Office as they offer support or play, I guess, a supporting role in this situation. The Knox County Sheriff's Office telling us that their understanding that this situation is secure, that people living in the area don't have any cause for immediate concern, that there is no immediate threat to her understanding.